Imagine you want to create a newsletter about a certain topic. So you want to always create a standard document in a Word format or PowerPoint with placeholders for titles, for paragraphs, for issue number of the newsletter, for the date, and maybe even a quote on a sidebar. So firstly, you will have to create a newsletter template. So I have a newsletter generator for slides, for PowerPoint, and for Word. Let's begin with slides. So you fill it out like you would normally with all the other templates. You give it a title, you tell it what it's about, and it's for PowerPoint format, a newsletter with 3 different paragraphs. You give it a welcome message for all the other humans to understand what this is about, and some AI instructions. You are a marketing expert who's writing an informative newsletter about a topic. Make it entertaining, but also informative. You create all of your sections. So we have our title. So we want to create a captivating headline on a chosen topic. We have an issue number, and this we'll have to provide when we create our prompt. A date in European format, which is today's date, a sidebar quote, a witty one-sentence quote to do with the topic of a newsletter, a title of the newsletter, which will be a short one sentence, first paragraph, and we're going to keep it to 300 words. Now we repeat this for title 2 and title 3 and paragraphs, and then we also want to have the topic name of this newsletter. Then we want to upload a PowerPoint template. Now, how do we do this? Let's dig out an old PowerPoint that we created in this format, and it has a title, issue number, date, a sidebar quote, an inline insert. So we will always have the same sentence saying we're excited to share some ideas about, and this will be our topic name. Then we will have title 1, paragraph 1, title 2, paragraph 2, and title 3, paragraph 3. So now, how do we make this template? Well, what Assist does, it gives you the codes for each sections that you will have to drop into your paragraph. So there's 2 types of tags. There's an inline tag, and a really great example of this inline tag is when you basically insert a topic name inside a pre-existing sentence. Block tags, which is probably what you will be mostly using, block tags are the purple ones, and it's standalone text which goes inside its own area. So that will be our entire title, the entire quote, even the date and an issue number. Now, Assist has created all those codes for us already. So firstly, we will have a newsletter title, which will be the purple one because it's a standalone text. So let's drop the newsletter title in here. Now, this is important. You need to paste it and make sure it inherits the formatting you want it to have. You want it to be a big, bold, white letters. So make sure it does just that. So when you paste, you go paste and match formatting, and that will do the job. Don't do just a straightforward paste because it might not work, or paste special, which you choose unformatted text. What we're going to do in this case, we're going to use paste and match formatting. Now we've got our newsletter code inserted here. Now we're going to do the same to issue number. So it's a standalone text. We're going to drop it into our presentation again, making sure it matches our formatting. And we're going to do it with today's date, which is a standalone text again. Paste match formatting. We're going to do it with the quote. And this will be different. This is our inline tag. So marketing with AI is going to be our topic. And that is the topic name. That will be a blue tag because it's our inline tag. Edit, paste match formatting. So we have got our topic, a title, issue number, date, and quote. Now let's do our titles and paragraphs. So we have a title and we have our paragraph. All right, so we have all our sections now coded, and we're going to save this, and we're going to upload it into our output. So our template is now ready. We've got all our sections, we've got all our prompts, and we've got our ready template. Let's update it. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create my newsletter. I'm going to go to my project. I'm going to create new output, and I'm going to choose my template, which was the slides. Now let's think of a topic. Create me a newsletter on best marketing practices in manufacturing sector, issue number 4. Great. So our thinking is done. The output is created on the right hand side. It's giving me issue number 4, today's date. We can check it all before we export our document. The paragraphs are not too long, so that's excellent. So let's download our document and see what it looks like. So this is what we got. Manufacturing marketing excellence, turning industrial innovation into market impact. Fabulous. Inline topic added to the sentence we already had. We are very excited to share some ideas with you about best marketing practices in manufacturing. We have our issue number correctly put in here and formatted. We've also got our today's date and also a witty topic. Side quote: in manufacturing, you build products. In marketing, you build a belief in what you've built. Fabulous. And we have our paragraph number 1, and we've got a title number 1, number 2, and number 3. Excellent. So this is how you do PowerPoint. Well, the Word version is very similar process. Well, exactly the same, in fact. So I am going to show you my document here, and this has exactly the same process of placeholders and codes, just like you did in the slide version. So we're going to replace exactly like we did before with our title, with issue number, sidebar quote, etc. But we do need a separate template for Word. So we are going to use exactly the same example like we did with the slide presentation, and we're going to create exactly the same newsletter just for simplicity with those sections. And I've uploaded a document which looks like this, and it has the same sections just like with the PowerPoint. And again, when you paste your sections in, you will have to do the same paste special unformatted text. Make sure you do that, not just the straightforward paste, because you will not inherit the formatting you're supposed to inherit. And just like in the last example, we uploaded the document template here. And now let's create the output. So just like before, we're going to create new output, but this time we're going to use newsletter generator Word, create. And we're going to use the same prompt, create me a newsletter on best marketing practices in manufacturing sector, issue number 4. So we've got correct issue number, date, the titles and sidebar quote and paragraphs. I'm happy with that. Perhaps this title is a little bit long. So luckily in Assist, we can just delete that extra bit here and save it. Fantastic. We've got our topic correct. Let's download it and see what we've got. Great. Manufacturing Marketing Mastery, elevating your brand in industrial age. We've got our topic put in inline text. We've got our sidebar quote. In manufacturing, you don't just market the machine, you market the precision, the reliability, and the promise of progress. Wow. We've got title, we've got our paragraphs, and here it is, just like we wanted it to be. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, ask Assist.